thing we're really trying to push, I suppose, is you want low, we want high, you want high.
Yeah.
So it's completely just distributive, like it's.
And you're suggesting straight down the middle, I assume.
Well, straight down the middle would likely be not that great for us, but we can't ask higher because no one's going to agree.
In terms of values, straight down the middle in terms of values.
Yeah.
Points.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're discussing specifically only share price at the moment because it's purely distributive, essentially.
Because what we're saying, it's the most, like, out of everyone here, we had the most weighting on shares. So if we take any hit under this in the middle, it's just not possible because we don't have the same interest in management and jobs as say the unions or so like we can go as low as middle, but we can't go under. Otherwise,
the worry is if we went with the middle stock price, when like we haven't received any concessions basically from jobs and management.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're
Like, what are you thinking about at 575? If we've basically agreed on a value of 575, where are you looking at jobs and management?
Before that, do you guys think that's fair? 575 is the middle, or do you guys disagree?
Well, we can make a decision on whether it's fair or not once we hear what you guys are saying we do at jobs and management level.
Okay. Yeah, but you guys are after really high jobs and management, and therefore not really taking any concession. That's what we've come to.
Well, no, not necessarily. It depends if we're above or below the middle on shares, then we concede and require concessions in jobs and management in different ways, and assumedly the value of those two are different, so it'll be acceptable to one of you.
If we're in the middle for shares, you guys balance each other out because you want low, you want high. But as far as the coalition goes, that's a balance. Right? Of course.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they have exactly the same values, but I suppose it could be interpreted like
we'd
that.
be willing to come down in stock if management came down, because management isn't as important to you.
No, that's what, and we're saying out of everyone here that needs jobs, you need jobs. That's key for both of you. We're sitting at a pretty crappy share price, but
so you want jobs as well.
Jobs is good for us.
Yeah.
I think we've got to
agree that it was 90% jobs. I think that's what we need.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're looking at management.
But then management needs the compensation on the share price if they're not getting as much management, which is then.
Well, I think we've well established that management doesn't mean anything to you two, or it means very, very little. So potentially, if we're looking for an integrative problem-solving solution, bringing management all the way up to the top is in fact the best decision.
So that would force our stock price up.
I'm aware of that.
Our stock price down for you guys.
It'll force their stock price down.
Yeah.
Which is why.
So I'm just suggesting that high management is also a necessity. We can't bring that down.
But if we go 5 years management, you get your absolute maximum in your most important area. You get a maximum in your second most important area. And
you get to stick.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. But what we're saying here is like you asking, or like you guys asking for 5 years management is like me asking for a maximum stock price.
I'm not asking for 5 years management. I'm saying if you're going for purely integrative, you would be looking 5. So if we're looking to create as much value as possible, we need to have management up quite high.
I don't think so.
Is that an agreed upon point?
Management is very important to you two.
It means nothing to you. It's a benefit to him, and it's very little detriment to them. So in bringing it up, the most value is created. If we're looking to create value, we can't have management low.
No, so I get a point. I get your point there. A high-ish management, but we've got to have it in a range that is okay for the stock price. So the stock price is the number one factor that seals the deal or not. Like, there's no agreement on stock price. There's no deal.
Yes.
My point is, if stock price went up, it would ease our pain if management went down. So
you want us to go down to 550?
No, he's saying.
No, I'm saying if
stock
we
price went up,
went to 575, management would have to come down. Now, I'll keep you guys happy.
Yeah.
Keep us happy. Then.
So if you're at 575, what options are you looking at in the others?
Jobs, 90%.
Yep.
So that's it. It'd be 1 year.
1 year. That's not gonna work with us, I'm afraid.
1 year.
So if that's not going to work, what options do we have aside from that then? Because, I mean, where else can we go?
About 3 years, 80% chance.
That's not particularly going to work for us either. I don't think.
Yeah, but I think it's got to the point where
it wouldn't work with us, I'm afraid.
It won't.
No,
because that would be 80% would be on the loss sides of both of you guys, wouldn't it? Even if management was on the plus side.
We're basically that's a no deal for the coalition at that point.
At 80, because 80 is below the middle for both of you, isn't it? So that would be a loss in your key areas. So we can't have that. So we've got to have 90% jobs because we've got to
go below their middle.
But the thing
Or-
is, we've got to have the 90%
Yeah.
jobs because that's
One of us.
otherwise there's no deal for either.
I feel like the optimal deal point we've arrived at, basically through this discussion, is I feel like we're gravitating essentially towards 575 at 90 and 3. How does everyone look at that?
Yeah,
Because I'm pretty sure that's what we're essentially,
that sounds.
that's what we're asymptoting to at this point. 575 at 90 and 3.
That is a pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I do say that quite confidently.
Yeah.
The coalition would be willing to support an
Yeah.
offer of that
If you
nature.
think
Of
about
course.
that, like not saying we would be happy with that kind of deal, but if you think about that, you guys have got 90% jobs, so you're going up. You've got 3-year management, which is on the high side of management.
She's looking at,
I'm looking at above 3 years.
No, but if you guys get that 90% jobs with 3 years management, everyone is getting on the high side of their key factor.
Yeah.
And
And
we're
we're
only
in
getting
the
the middle of our key factor.
And you guys might be under.
And they're making big concessions to give
Or
you
you
guys.
guys
That's
manage
what I mean.
the
You say that confidently, like you're not making any concessions.
what
We
concessions would you like?
We say that.
What concessions?
At
are you
575, I don't think we can go below 90 and 3.
making? But you're not making.
We
any
would need a
concessions.
shift in share. If we're at a shift in share price, we could potentially shift
but
things
does-
around.
But on the share price,
Yeah.
It means plenty to these
It's
two.
plenty.
Yeah, which is why
which is why
if
middle
stock
share price
went
balances
up
both
and
of your
management
interests.
came down, that
If stock price went up and
to
management
the
came
575,
down,
that pleases them.
so you're saying if stock price went to $6,
No, 575.
I
6
thought-
is not an option.
if we went to 5, so you're saying
550.
I'm saying
if you go up from 550 to 575, that it should potentially be a drop in management for them.
well, yes.
Well,
That's completely that's
but
non-equivalent
you guys,
concession.
yeah, but you guys have to think about this.
Management contract is worth immensely more to her than a stock price coming up.
Yeah, as is the reverse to us.
Yes.
Stock is more.
If we
important
drop
to
stock-
management.
We can't do it. It's below the banner. We can't. We are literally. We're trying to be fair. We're trying to
If
be
you're at 550 and 100% jobs, are you below banner?
We're just over.
You're just over.
Yeah, but that is the biggest loss ever in a negotiation.
So I presume that is that worse off for you than 575 at 90?
Yes.
Well,
well,
you-
the stock is out.
Obviously, it's worse. Yeah,
500 points worse.
Like stock is. Oh no, it's not. Oh,
Yeah.
you probably
No,
shouldn't
too-
be giving us
no,
specific
it's not that
numbers.
much. No, it's not that much.
You also
Around
shouldn't be
500.
telling us when you're at your BATNA, but
Around
whatever.
500.
That means you're at your bat.
Yeah.
Now you've just told them they can keep you there.
It doesn't matter.
There's no
we
way
have
we're
a good
making a
idea
deal.
of what people's are anyway.
Yeah. But like, why would we take a deal that is equivalent to a banner when we can just
Why
take the
would we
banner?
take one that's equivalent to bat by dropping their stock price? That's what I'm
But
saying.
that's the thing. We don't want the banner. We have the power not to take a banner, and we need
So
to
do
get these three.
Yeah, so do we.
Yeah, no, exactly. And you guys are saying if we don't drop management, you guys are at your banner. Yeah.
Well, management only gives you about 50 points when it moves a level, doesn't it?
That's one.
It's 100. Okay.
So what we're saying, but what we're saying, if both of us are on an even middle ground stock price, you guys are completely winning. You guys have above average jobs and above average management. So where's the concession? That's what we're saying. Where's the concession from the coalition?
It's a confidence thing.
Yeah.
Where's the concession from the
The
coalition?
issue is, if jobs comes down below, yeah, neither of us can deal.
So
yeah?
jobs should stay above the average.
But
then
if management comes below, I'm potentially also below my BATNA as well as her. I haven't looked at the exact numbers, but it'd
Maybe
be
you should look at them.
Okay, I'll look at the numbers.
You seem as though you've only got a high and a low end. You can't. There's no middle point.
Yeah.
Yes, there are only 4 options for us. We don't have a middle option.
So why?
Yeah.
And
One
the
has
lower
to go
option-
below.
The lower option is absolutely suboptimal for us.
Yeah.
The
You're
higher
telling
option,
us- you're
we're
telling us to take
pretty
an option
good.
that is.
We don't have a
average.
middle
We
ground.
don't want to take the banner.
So it's either either side of the middle, and a higher or lower end.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, and at the lower end, we're not.
Lower end gonna be like below.
We're not working.
What we're saying in respect to the coalition, though, if you have to have one above and one below, which is going to have to be the case, you can't have both. You can't have both above, otherwise.
I think
there's no
you'll be
concession.
finding not one above, one below, but more something like delays, sick outs, and resignations in that
Alright,
case.
well, let's not get into an argument because you use sick out, we just won't give you anything because it's not.
Yeah, obviously.
and that's not good for anyone. We don't want to sick out. You don't want to.
We don't want to stick out either, but in that situation,
you would get more points. You would get more points for good jobs and medium management than you would for a sick out. That's what we're saying.
well, it's not about me getting more points. It's the fact that in the coalition,
Oh, yeah.
we're in fact worse off, and I'm obliged on behalf of everyone in the coalition. We're all obliged to
But
try
what-
and get the best
yeah.
deal collectively.
Alright, but what the coalition is demanding is above average everything. That's like me asking for 625 share price, not negotiable. I'm not budging. It's just I'm not doing that. You guys should be doing that. That's
No,
what
but
it's
as you said, he's got no middle ground, so we have to concede that that's the case. So, and because of his sick out, what he can do with the sick out and things like that, we might have to concede that
But
if
if they
they
take-
don't go along with some of these terms, then he could just pull that on us.
But if he does take a sick out, then you guys aren't obligated to give them anything. You can consider
But it will
that.
potentially put one of you below your banner.
No, because then we could just agree on a share price. If you
Yeah.
sick out, you take your sick
will
out.
result in a leave because the government can't allow the sick out happen.
You can't.
Cannot allow the sick out happen.
Well, there you guys have an argument now, don't you? Yeah. You
Yeah,
guys,
so
your
that'll-
thing.
that'll impact.
The sick out won't occur.
So 10 minutes ago we spoke about a middle ground, and I think we almost had it, and we're going around.
Okay, so how does
575
how bad
is
is
more than
575, 90% in 3 years for you guys?
Is that above your banner?
I don't think they're obliged to answer that.
Well, we're trying to be.
Just how does it sound to you?
My point is, like, we went with, my point is 550 was a 90 and 5 or whatever it was above your banner. You said
It's
it's
equivalent. It's equivalent. But
If
why
only
should
we
why
had
should we?
batted
We're
his
selling.
prices.
Why should we?
What should we?
Well, how close are you to it? That's the question. You guys aren't. We're telling you here. No one's telling us.
Wait, are the 550 deal and the 575 deal exactly equivalent for you two?
No way.
No.
No.
It can't be.
So the 575 at 90 and 3 and the 550 at 90 and 5.
If we go
Not a
550,
that's
if we go
a
550
straight up loss. You get no concessions on that regard, so you're not going to 550.
Yeah,
The
that's
thing is,
just
we
like
go to
concessions
550.
on
The only way you'd go to 550 is presumably with 100 on wages if you had to. Not on way on jobs, sorry.
Because jobs.
That's still a loss for you, I know.
Yeah, full jobs is not worth a step
Yes,
down.
I'm aware.
In share price, and that's why.
But if we can't deal at 575, we're going to have to move either above or below. If we're not able to make a deal at 575.
If we went up though, then you guys wouldn't get any jobs or management, and that's not what you guys want. So we've come down as low as we can.
Well, if we go up to $6, if that's where we end up, then it's
no, but then you guys don't.
then it's going to be losing jobs,
Yeah,
and then we probably won't be able to deal.
So that's
with
what we're saying. So
we're pretty much stuck at 575.
We didn't come asking for 6 because we know that's not
Yes.
reasonable for everyone else. Yeah. That's why we said the middle.
So 575 share price.
We're stuck there at the moment.
Is there a concern?
Yeah, it's going
At the moment, we're stuck
down.
Right.
If
Unless
you
something
guys
else
found
happens.
it more beneficial, like we would be happy to go to 80% jobs. Obviously, these guys wouldn't, but we can go now. We can concede in jobs. We just can't really move on share price. We're already in the middle. We can't.
And as are we.
Yeah. So I think the biggest question here is what happens with jobs and management, not the share price. The share price is completely distributive and it's in the middle. It's just
So
So that's, we've got 1 down, 2 to go.
Yep.
In that respect. So,
I'm not. We can have management hire and drop jobs, and that would be really good for you guys, from what I can gather.
Yes, it would be good for them.
And then that would be really good for you. So 2 would win.
You'd
Or
be
we
losing
can-
out on that. That'd be a bad deal for you.
Yeah,
Dropping
but
jobs
we're
to bring
willing
management up.
to concede on jobs at a share price. It's good for us. We can concede on jobs.
575 isn't a share price that's good for you. That's a
That's
medium share price.
Yeah. But
So you concede jobs if you went up, is what you're saying.
we could, on a medium share price, we could probably still concede a level on jobs. But
I'm not sure we could at 575. If we were,
So we're already.
see, we've got very strange balancing issues in this coalition.
we're
That's
not
the
winning.
thing.
We're not winning at anything at the moment.
this coalition was a terrible idea. You should
No,
disband it
it's
right
a
now.
nice
You just said
try.
in the lecture, it doesn't. When it comes down to the small things at the end, it's not.
Well, these aren't small things. It's 2/3 of the issues at
I think
discussion.
it's-
You
the
can
problem we
push
have
it
at the moment
one
is that you
issue
guys
at
can't
the
agree
start,
on what should go up and down, not what we can. We can't make you do anything. You guys have to agree on what's best for you guys collectively.
Okay, well, would you like us to go aside for 30 seconds and have a quick chat?
It's up. I don't know.
Do you think we have anything to talk about?
is it necessary?
I'm just.
Well, I
trying
don't know.
to
Do you guys want to go have a chat? You two? No?
No, because like if we go below 3 years, I'm gonna be immediately gonna be below.
Okay, so she can't go below. We essentially, us two essentially
How bad
cannot
is
go
that?
below 90.
How bad is that for us? How bad is that for
She
government?
goes below BATNA. All three of us use our
How bad is that for government?
our action.
Management goes down to 1 year.
That's not significant.
Management doesn't matter to. Yeah.
It's not significant for the government.
So pretty much you're the middle
Are
ground.
you trying to poach him?
Yes. Honestly,
I don't know about that.
I think, yeah.
Like,
How bad
the thing
would
we don't
one
want to
be
get to a
like that?
point. We don't want to get to a point in this negotiation where we have to make the deal and just do what we want for you guys, because that's what we can do. Obviously, it's not what we
I'm
want.
aware of that.
But at the end of the day, management can't come that way, so it's not even an issue.
So if you go, so you can't go below 3.
If she were to go below 3, share price would need to come up to compensate.
Yeah.
And
Otherwise,
that's-
she's
we're gonna-
she's looking very poorly.
I was going to put forward an offer, 575 stock price. 90% jobs kept in Australia, and management contract for
3 years.
3 years. Sorry.
3 years.
So we're conceding.
Can we support that? Yes.
Yes.
How are you guys conceding too much? That's what we're
We're
at.
willing to do that.
We've got 10 minutes left.
They're happy at. So you're happy at
If you guys
575.93.
give us a good fair review.
Yeah.
No, but
Okay, we
But
can
we've
deal
been
at
here a while.
575.93.
We've been here a while, and I think it's roughly the middle ground. Hopefully.
Because
Are
you don't have a middle ground.
We don't have a program.
So we're just going to have to concede.
So no, unless
We're
someone
gonna
wants
go
to
on
admit
high
they're making
as
a
opposed to
huge
low.
load in here.
Well, from what I can gather, like I said, I think jobs should go down, but then these guys can't let it. And I think that would be middle-ish, but then obviously it's not middle. I don't know what's middle. Like,
Well, they've offered 575.93. Can you deal with that?
Yeah, we can deal with that.
We can deal with
I know
that.
we can do with it, but is that the optimum? Is someone?
Does anyone have ideas to create
Holding
value?
up a couple of points.
We've
Yeah.
just it's like we showed all our cards.
Can anyone create? Does anyone see a way to create value?
If anyone,
Question.
If we all reveal our point sheets,
That's cheating, though.
Yeah, but
We don't want to do
I
that.
think at that deal, if you've got management above middle, jobs above middle, I think the union would probably be the most benefited one. Would that be
Potentially, yeah.
potentially, yeah. So I think, yeah, I think
Done.
Are we dealing?
So
drop the contract.
575, 90, and 3.
3
Yep.
years.
You're happy? You're happy? Okay. The coalition
Shareholders have
says yes.
Yeah,
I mean, the shareholder stock price is bang in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just, I guess.
Break out the contract then, I guess.
Did we fair agreement?
I think we're done.
Yay.
Handshakes all around. Yay.
5 on the thing all round, yes.
Yay.
Nice wearing it. Thank you, government.
Yes, you
Glad
got-
to be here. Wait, did we get 51%?
Yeah, that wasn't useful at all.
Yeah.
Particularly.
Nice doing business.
So whatever 51%. I thought I'd had more to do with it. But
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
It had absolutely nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
didn't it?
Yeah.
Had 0.
So who won? Let's be honest.
I think
You won.
everyone.
You won. I know you
The
won.
coalition
Yeah.
won as a collective.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them?
Oh yeah, do you want to? Should we
Oh yeah.
end recording there?